Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most life-changing books ever written, Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because this is the kind of video that might just shift how you see your entire life. Let's get into it. Part 1. The Unthinkable Horror, Frankl's Story of Survival. Imagine being stripped of everything. Your name, your clothes, your family, even your hair. That's where Viktor Frankl found himself in 1942 when he was thrown into Auschwitz, one of the deadliest Nazi concentration camps. Frankl wasn't just a prisoner, he was a psychiatrist, and he began observing how humans react when pushed to the absolute. He describes 3 phases prisoners went through. 1. The shock phase. At first, prisoners clung to dark humor or delusions. Maybe this is just a bad dream. They think. Frankl writes about a man who swore he'd be freed by Christmas, but when Christmas came and went, he gave up and died. 2. The apathy phase. To survive, prisoners shut down emotionally. They stopped reacting to beatings, starvation, or even the death of friends. But Frankl noticed something profound even in that numbness. Tiny acts of humanity survived. He recalls the guards secretly giving him a piece of bread, or prisoners sharing stories of their children. These moments, Frankl says, were lifelines. 3. The liberation phase. When the camps were finally liberated, many survivors felt empty. They'd lost families, careers, and their sense of self. Some even missed the camps because suffering had become their only purpose. Frankl's biggest insight here. The prisoners who survived longest weren't the strongest. Physically, they were the ones who held on to meaning. For Frankl, that meaning was his wife. He didn't even know if she was alive, but imagining her face gave him strength. Love goes very far beyond the physical person. He wrote, "Think about it. What's the face you'd cling to in your darkest hour? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts." Part 2. Logotherapy. Why meaning matters more than happiness. After the war, Frankl rebuilt his life and developed logotherapy, a radical new approach to psychology. While Freud said humans are driven by pleasure and Adler said we seek power, Frankl argued we're wired for meaning. Here's the core of his philosophy. 1. The 3 ways to find meaning. Create something, a project, art, or work that outlives you. Love someone. Relationships give life purpose, even if that person is gone. Find courage in suffering. Frankl's most controversial idea. When we can't change our pain, we can change how we respond to it. He uses the example of a dying patient who found peace by imagining her suffering spared her child from grief. 2. The existential vacuum. Frankl warned that modern life leaves us adrift. We chase money, likes, or distractions but still feel empty. Sound familiar? Sunday neurosis. He called it that Sunday afternoon dread when the noise stops, and we're forced to ask, what's the point? 3. Tragic optimism. Life is tragic. Pain, guilt, and death are unavoidable, but Frankl says we can still choose hope. His most famous line, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." Let that sink in. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control your response. How empowering is that? If this resonates, smash that like button. It helps others find this video. Part 3. Why this book is more relevant than ever. Frankl wrote this in 1946, but it's like he predicted. 2024. We're drowning in choices but starving for purpose. We chase happiness through filters, followers, and Amazon packages. Yet anxiety and depression are skyrocketing. Frankl's fix. Stop asking what do I want from life and start asking what does life want from me. Treat your job, relationships, and even your struggles as opportunities to say yes to life. Embrace the idea that suffering isn't meaningless. Frankl isn't saying to seek pain, but to use it as fuel. Think of Nelson Mandela, Malala, or anyone who turned trauma into a legacy. I'll be honest, when I first read this book during a rough patch in my life, I hated it. How dare he tell me my suffering is a gift? But then I realized, Frankl isn't dismissing pain. He's saying, don't let it destroy you. Let it transform you. Final takeaways plus call to action. 1. You need a why. If your why is strong enough, your kids, a cause, your art, you'll endure almost anyhow. 2. Meaning does not equal permanent. Your purpose can evolve. Yesterday, it was your career. Tomorrow, it might be mentoring others. 3. Suffering equals a classroom. The worst moments often teach us the most about who we are. Frankl's challenge to us: live as if you were living already for the second time, and as if you had acted the first time as wrongly as you are about to act now. If this video made you think, please give it a thumbs up. It means the world. Let's get a conversation going. What's one small way you'll search for meaning this week? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. This channel is all about books and ideas that help us live deeper, wiser lives, and I'd love to have you here for the journey.